Like, I am not out there sourcing stories and like getting leads and like reporting the facts of the news that are new. I'm out there sourcing from the journalists that went out and got the stories. And I'm collating that and telling stories about it to communicate it in a way that'll get to bigger audiences, and then sharing that audience into the journalists that got it for me.
You're an amalgamator.
I'm an amalgamator, right? But without that journalist layer, all the stories dry up, right? There's no more information coming. And I think, actually, to our point here, let's just say the deep state, all these folks that would benefit from the truth being debased, they're not incentivized to want more journalism like that. They want facts to kind of become fluid. They want everything to be opinion programming and everything to be opinion fighting and everything to be culture wars and everything to be your side, my side. Having a strong journalistic base of integrity in the center of our country that's reporting the facts of the news without bias and opinion, that is critical to maintaining free speech and free and true information. And without it, people like me suddenly, like, how do I even begin to source information if I can't? And right now, what I tend to do is I tend to intentionally source mainstream sources, because we know that's at least the accepted narrative. Even that's like the paid narrative, so to speak. And sometimes I'm sure it's good, true journalism. And sometimes I'm sure it's a little skewed by higher interest, right?
For sure.
But regardless, this is the same reason why I source Wikipedia, because Wikipedia is highly censored and highly controlled. And so if it's in there, and you can check the sources, or if it's in mainstream journalism, then you at least can say, like, well, this is endorsed by the machine, by the establishment. And so if the establishment is willing to say this kind of stuff, then, like, for the exact same reason that when I report on Israel-Palestine, for example, I tend to try to find sources that are coming from inside of Israeli publications as much as I can, just so that you're like going directly to, like, if Israel is reporting that Benjamin Netanyahu was funding Hamas and they're having a problem with it, I feel a lot better about that than if, like, Al Jazeera is reporting that Benjamin Netanyahu was, funding Hamas. Fortunately, they've both reported on it. But that's another story.